Hello, boys and girls. Well, today I am on what I call the mystery pond. I call it that because I can't find any information about it online anywhere. Searched quite a few times to get some sort of information on it. I am in the David D. Terry Dam Site Park. It's right on the Arkansas River. There's this pond out here. I don't know if I'm getting a good shot of it there or not, but it's a large pond, small lake. I was here once before in the early summer. It was full of bass. This was before I had a camera. The pond is completely full of submerged grass. Last time I was here, the grass was about 4 to 6 inches below the surface of the water. This is fall now, so I don't know what it's going to be like out there. So we're going to find out. So here we go. Let's get fishing. So I have to drag my kayak through this swampy area just to get to the water. Nasty, mucky swamp. I'm really hoping it doesn't go over my boots here before I can make it out there. Oh, yep, it did. Yep, swamp in the boots, swamp in the boots. Yep, too late now. I'm gonna fill them up. It stinks. And it's getting deep. I better just get in the boat. Empty my boots out. Just about there. I was trying to avoid all the nastiness all over me and all in the boat, but that didn't happen. I'm completely covered in muck. Hopefully it'll be worth it. Any of you guys ever buy a new paddle? Do not buy one with the lure retrieval notches in it. You can see exactly right there all that's good for. I think what I'm going to do is put some Gorilla Tape over those notches. And by the way, if anybody's wondering what the little flaps are on my paddle, that is Gorilla Tape, and it works really well for keeping the water off of you. Your paddle has these water drip rings here. As most of you know, that doesn't do a whole lot, and you still get water all over your legs. But what this little bit of tape here does is it gets most of it to run off of the paddle before it ever reaches the drip rings. So, amateur tip number one. Alright, I'm going to start off the day by throwing this lunker hunt frog here. I don't really see any fish busting on the top, but I've been dying to use this thing, so at least to give it a few casts. Alright, they are definitely not hitting top water this morning. So I'm going to try out this little green pumpkin jig. See how that goes. Alright, so until the sun comes up more and I can see into those grass pockets better, I'm going to try this little spinning swim bait here with the weighted hook on it, and see how that goes. Oddly enough, I have seen a few start busting on top now, which is really late in the morning for that, so may have to go back to some top water in a bit. I'm going to try to run this thing along the tops of the grass. Alright, so now that the sun is coming up a bit, I can see into the water a lot better, and I can see the holes and pockets in these grass beds. This entire lake is just completely covered in these grass beds. It's really tough to fish. I was having a really hard time for the last hour or so until that sun started coming up and I could see where to pitch to. And I did actually get a bite a minute ago, so I'm going to keep pitching into these little pockets and see what happens. I said pitching, I know that wasn't a pitch. Alright, finally got one. Alright, not bad for a first one too. Bit off the end of my trailer. Alright. That's a pretty decent little fish. I saw him making bubbles through the weeds and chunked it right in there in front of his face. He took it. Alright. Thank you, little buddy. Finally a catch. Alright, so this is the trailer I'm using on my jig. V&M J-Bug in watermelon red. It's been pretty productive for me on other bodies of water. Since I finally caught a fish on one, I'm going to stick with it for now. Oh, good jump there, buddy. Alright. Fish number 2. Alright. Got him on the baby brush hog Texas rig. He's bleeding a little bit, so I'm going to let him go as quick as I can. These fish are really cold. See you later, buddy. Come on, buddy. Fish number 3. Well, that's a cold fish. Alright. 3 fish all about this size. There's some really dark looking fish. Probably because of all the cover that's in this lake. Or pond or whatever it is. Alright, buddy. Thank you very much. Little guy, ain't he cute? He's so cute. Oh, missed him. Let's come back for it. I think that's a little old brim or something. Can't even get it in his mouth. Let's see. No. Yeah. Just a little bass. Another little cutie pie. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good pull. Yep, he's about the same as all the others, but he sure was pulling like a donkey. Still a decent little fish. Really, really cold like the others. Alright. Thank you, sir. Take off. So, you guys are wondering why you never see me get a full cast and hook set and fight. It's because of this camera. I still have the original GoPro HD, the very first one that came out, and you know, I can't leave the camera running the whole time and take like hours and hours of footage. For one thing, the battery will go dead. I do have extra batteries, so I can swap those out. But you know, I'd have to have like, you know, hour-long clips on it, and I had to sit and watch through all of those to find the spots where I caught the fish, and you know, it takes up all the memory on the memory cards, runs the batteries down, all that mess. So I end up turning the camera off when I'm not catching them for long periods of time. And then when I hook one, I end up reaching up and turning the camera on real quick and getting as much of the action as I can. But I have purchased a new camera, and I'm waiting for it to be delivered. It's not a GoPro, it's another brand, but it has the looping function on it, so that I can set it to record in, say, 5-minute intervals, and it'll just loop back and record over itself every 5 minutes until I stop it, and when I stop it, it'll save the last 5 minutes. So I can keep it running continuously, and then whenever I get catching a fish on camera and I get done releasing it and all that stuff, I can just press the stop button and it will save the last 5 minutes. Also, my new camera comes with a remote. It's a wristband remote, so I'm really looking forward to that. I can start and stop it without having to reach up and try to get it going. So my plan is to have the new camera permanently on a tall pole behind me and have this GoPro on my chesty mount the whole time, with a microphone that I'm also getting for the GoPro for much better audio and much less wind noise also. So anyway, long story, but that's why you never see me get the hook set on camera. Hopefully that'll change within the next week whenever we get that new camera. So looking forward to it. I'm gonna paddle around, try to find some more fish. See you then. That one's a little smaller. It's broad though. Alright, so once again, the wind has gotten really bad. I think I might have to call it a day. I gotta pedal against this wind to the other side. So I'll see you over there. Okay, well, that was an adventure. It was fun. Looks like we've got some rain moving in here pretty quick, so I'm getting on out. I think this pond has a lot of bass in it. However, I've been here a couple of times. Every bass I've caught was about the size that you see I was catching today, or around the 2 pound, pound and a half, 2 pound range. It looks like maybe that's as big of a bass as this pond can support. There may be some larger ones in there, but I'm sure not catching them. They all seem to be about the same size. Anyway, it was really fun being out there. It was a beautiful, beautiful pond. I may come back again sometime, just because I know there's a lot of fish in it. Kind of sucks going through the swampy area, getting in and out. But it was worth it. Had a great day. I'm not too far from the Arkansas River here at the dam, and I think I may go down there for a little bit and throw my line in and see what happens down there. So this may not be the end of this video. So if it is, thanks for watching, and everybody get fishing.